Hi, this is Mike Smith with Church Office Online. I want to welcome you to a new account setup for administrators. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to log into your Church Membership Online program, how to set up your new account, how to add users, how to set up your CMO for contributions, how to add development categories, how to add custom fields, how to add website plugins and data export. And finally, how to use me.churchmembershiponline.com to allow individuals to access their contact information. Let's begin. Before you log into your account, you'll need 3 pieces of information emailed to you by Church Membership Online when you registered for an account. You'll need the URL address of the login page, which is www.churchmembershiponline.com. You'll need the user email address that was registered under your name. Plus, also, you'll need the password that was generated by Church Membership Online and in order to gain access into the program. Let's go ahead and log into the program now. When you get to the login page, you'll notice that those 2 pieces of information will be required of you, your email address and your password. Make sure it is put into these fields exactly as it was given to you. Note that passwords are case sensitive, so make sure your caps key is in the off position when you place your password into this field. Once you log in, you'll come to the dashboard of Church Membership Online. This dashboard should have your name of your church already placed in the heading here. You'll see 3 general overview areas. The first overview area is information about your membership with regards to everything from birthdays, anniversaries, events, meetings, attendance, and contribution totals. And this information will populate as data is entered into your system. Also, there's graphs and a congregation map as well. For the purpose of setting up this account, we need to focus our attention on the admin area located in the CMO menu bar. So let's click admin at this time. When you're in admin, we want to begin with church settings. In church settings, it will be populated with information that you gave to us when you established your account. If any of this information needs to be changed, just simply click the edit, and you can put in the proper information as well as set the return visitor settings. Once your changes have been made, go ahead and click update, and that will update your church settings. Let's go back to admin. In admin, the next thing we can do is account management. Account management is a simple tool that tells you what your current count is, when your trial expires. It will also allow you to subscribe to whatever level that your church may require, and simply click the either the monthly or the yearly subscription and follow the instructions, and you will be able to sign up for a paid account. Also, there is an opportunity for you to enter additional users at this time. And simply to do that, all you need to do is to click Add Users. Currently, you should be listed as an administrator. You should have 1 name here. One's been added already, and notice that there's a difference between access roles. When you add a user, you'll need to fill out 3 pieces of information on here. First is the email address of a new user. The second is the password, and then you will select a user role. The user roles are defined down below, and please read these roles before you assign them, and then all you need to do is click Add. And you can have as many users entered into this program as you require. Also, you need to set up your church services. These are services that will be week-to-week type of services that you'll want to gather attendance information on, such as the morning service or an adult Sunday school or a midweek youth program. Normally, we encourage you to place services here that are used pretty much year-round. You can delete services from here, and you can edit services after they're entered. To enter a service, simply all you have to do is click the Add Service, put in the name and the time that the program starts at, and maybe in a brief description, and then just simply click Add. You'll see that appear here. You can again edit it or you can delete it. One warning about deleting services: if you do delete a service, particularly not on the onset, but later on in the year, you will be deleting any attendance records that are associated with that service. So you want to take extreme caution when deleting records. Let's go back to admin. Also, the next thing you can do is set up spiritual development categories. Spiritual development categories are those categories which you want to place into your individual file that will specify whether or not an individual has completed a certain category or a certain development, such as a child worker training or CPR. They don't have to be spiritual development categories. You can enter anything in here which will require a date placed in a field that will be in the individual record. And again, you can edit these, you can delete these. If you delete these, again, any records such as appointments to those categories that were created will be deleted as well. And so you want to make sure that the categories that you're placing here are ones that you'll probably be using for some time. The next thing we can do is go to the issue of contribution categories. If you use Church Membership Online for collecting your contribution information, then you want to make sure that you enter the categories of the various budget areas that you have in your church. For instance, two have been entered already: general fund and building. And to enter a category, say youth fund, all you need to do is just type out the name. By default, it is a tax deductible category, so you don't have to click this button. You don't have to worry about it being a default because general fund is usually the default category on a pull-down menu. So just hit add. You'll see it populate in those contribution categories down there. And again, you're ready to go. And as just as with the previous categories, you want to make sure that deleting contribution categories also will remove the category as well as any record of contributions for the category. So you want to be extremely careful when deleting categories as well. Let's continue on. And the next thing we come to is custom fields. Custom fields can be created by you, and it's an unlimited amount that can be created, and they can be placed in individual records or in household records. The type of custom field you can create is a text field, a date field, or a value field. You notice that if you click value field off to the right here, it'll give you an example of what that would mean. You can place a value list or what they call a multiple choice list, which you create here. And all you need to do is give the custom field its name, add the value, and then you can apply this custom field to either an individual record or household record, and then click Add Custom Field. It's that simple. You can manage your fields that you create later on down here and correct anything you need to do there. Great utility, particularly in gathering information that's specific to your church or your ministry. Next, we can go to website plugins. Offer you a great opportunity to take some of the important information like your church calendar or your church's directory or perhaps birthday lists or anniversary lists and place them into your website, just simply by copying the text here and placing it in your HTML code on a particular page. And it will, as you update the calendar in CMO, it also updates the calendar on your website. A great tool for effective communication. Finally, one last thing that we want to talk about is data export. Data export allows you the opportunity to export any areas of data that you wish to either a XML file or to a Microsoft Excel file. This is a great utility, particularly if you want to have reports that are more specific to your needs other than the ones that we have. I would recommend you begin with Excel files. They're easy to use. Unless your church is over 500, I wouldn't worry about using the gzip compression. But if you have a lot of data that you're outputting, that's a great utility to compress the file. It makes it a smaller file to export and to import into your program. So with that, that concludes our getting started with Church Membership Online and setting it up for our administrators. One other note, we want to encourage you to go to the new additional program, me.churchmembershiponline.com, and by visiting that site, you can view a tutorial on how to use that program for the benefit of your church. Thank you.